Okay, so we are actually continuing in with our series of the video. This is where we stop in the last video. Again, we are following this architectural drawing that we have created. Our ultimate aim is to be able to launch an EC2 instance using VPC that we have created. So again, there are a lot of, as we keep going within the lab, we see some little deficiencies in our drawing and or inadequacies in our drawing, and we can always make adjustments to those drawings as we progress. So, but unfortunately, we have printed these drawings already in PDF. Because already we're supposed to have also defined the within the same availability, the regions where we're creating our VPC. We should have also created a sign of a EC2 instance within the subnet to show that we're actually launching an EC2 instance. But all these things is being noted and will be amended in some of the subsequent video. But now, in the last videos, we have been able to do two things. We have been able to create a VPC. The demo VPC is available. We have been able to create a subnet. And now, but something is still pending that we haven't done. We now need to create an internet gateway. So what do we need to do to create internet gateway? All we need to do is to go to internet gateway. We have earlier said that internet gateway is what helps our VPC machines, virtual machines, to be able to connect to the internet. So now I've clicked on internet gateway. We can see what we have here. We have what we call the default internet gateway right here. But we need to create our own for the purpose of this course. If we want, we can actually make use of this, but we need to create our own internet gateway. So right now, I will go to create internet gateway. Let me give this a name tag. Let me call it demo internet gateway. Don't forget, we said also earlier that for every one internet gateway, there must be one VPC. So this is internet gateway, then create right there. So this is my internet gateway ID. And if I click on this ID, I can see my demo ID internet gateway, but it's in a detached form. So we need to attach this, and to attach this, you can see state, the tag is the ID. You can see the owner showing again that it's been created from my account. But again, like I said, this is now detached, and you can see the attached VPC ID is not attached to any VPC in any way. So the state again is detached. This is the ID. This is the owner. So all we need to do is to go to action, then click on attach VPC and select. We can see the VPC demo VPC here. Attach. I select the demo VPC, then click on attach. Something changes immediately. The state changed to attached, and the VPC ID is now showing attached VPC ID now showing the demo VPC. So that is the internet gateway. But we must know that we have said earlier that internet gateway cannot work on its own and cannot get our VPC to the internet on its own. So in this regard, we need to get our own root table. It's either we create a new root table or edit the one we have, and to be able to ensure that our VPC sees the light and outside the world. So now quickly, let's go to the root tables again under the same Fabrica domain. Click on the root tables. Now we have two root tables right here. If you look at what this entails, we have the owner is still this owner of this account. We have one of these. So most of these two what we have as default. But we won't actually, one of them, let's see the details. One of them, the first one is actually attached to the demo VPC. As we create that, that was created. The other one should be default. But in any case, we're not interested in any of these two. Let's create our own and see how far that can take us. So create route table. Let's give it a name tag. Let's say this should be demo VPC route table. Let's do it this way. And yeah, it's a choice on our own. Then we need to now attach it to we have given it a name. Let's select demo VPC and create. Boom, we have a new route table here. So let's go to the ID. So we have these, but yeah, this is the new route table for us. So, but don't forget, we need to give a route. We need to give it a route. Without a route, you can see there now. In this regard, let's see something very significant again. You can see that this is this is route ID. This is the VPC, and let's click on this route. You can see that from this destination is not attached to any gateway in any way. That is to show that it cannot be connected, although this is our IP, but the target is still local. It's local it's a local IP, so it can't go outside beyond the internet, so it can be accessible from the internet standpoint. So we need to actually edit this route in this case and ensure that the subnet is actually connected into the internet gateway through the IP. But before we do that, let's also give, we need to ensure that the subnet has the right association. Let's go to subnet association. Let's look at what we have here. So we can see that this VPC is not associated with any route in any way. So to do this, we need to click on edit association. We need to click on edit association. Let's select this, and when we select this, so now we have associated subnet, and let's save. But before we do that, let's even go in. Let's see what we have. So yeah, we are good. So let's go back. So select this. Yeah, so associated subnet now, and let's save. So now we have been able to associate our VPC, our internet gateway, to the subnet. And let's go back to internet gateway. So we can see this here. So yeah, wow. So look at what we have here. So now this is our internet gateway. Now let's go back to the route table. We have the route table. You can see the route table name. Let's see. Yeah, this is our demo. Let's select. Now we have, yeah, an associated. Good. We have an associated subnet. Now let's go back to the root. Now we need to edit the root. And let's go, you can see this is local. Now let's go to hard root. And what are we adding here? Let's go to the root. We're adding, let's make this destination anywhere. And now we need to attach, our target is internet gateway. I think so. Yeah, internet gateway. Yeah, this is the internet gateway that we have created, demo IG. and let's save the root. Our root is successfully edited. Now, I think with this, now let's launch our EC2 instance. Very quickly, let's create another bookmark, a new tab to the right. And let's see what we have here. AWS Management Console. Let's go in, sign in. It should be in, yeah. So let's go to EC2. Let's launch. So now we have two security we had before. I think it should be one of the security group by default. Okay, that's now a headache for now. Let's launch EC2 instance. Let's launch quickly from window. Let me see. Let's go to our free tier account. T2 micro. Next is to configure instance. Yes. Subnet enable, auto assign IP. So we need to choose our network. Don't forget, our network is demo VPC. So and we can see we have 251 available, but we can actually enable our auto IP here, or we can go back to where we can do auto assign. So let's, before we do this, it's good for us to have our auto assign IP enable status. We can enable it here, but we can also do something. We can go to our dashboard. Let's go to VPC. Let's click on our demo. And let's right click these, or let's right click. Let's see. Yeah, it should be delete VPC, no action. So what do we have here? No. Okay, is this the VPC? Yeah, let's see. This is default. We have let me see, default tenancy. Delete edits. DNS's name. Edit resolution, edit. No, we don't want to delete VPC. I'm actually trying to see where we can immediately auto enable our VPC. Oh, okay, we can explore that later, but I know we have to come here and do some subnet. Sorry, I think we need to go to subnet. Let's see something more yeah, the right place to go is not the VPC. We need to go to VPC, then we need to go to subnet, then click on actions, select, click on action, modify auto assign IP, click on enable auto assign IP address, and save. So with this, if we want to launch this, let's see whether if we refresh this, it can change. Otherwise, yes, let's start again to launch our window now. You should be able to see that in a enable state. So let's go to next, configure instance. So now don't forget our network is the demo VPC, and our subnet is 1CA Central, and now you can see auto assign IP, public IP is now enabled, and we can click, we can leave every other thing as default, and let's add storage. So this, let's leave it at default. Let's have tag. Let's give our instance name. Let's call this EC2 window VPC instance. So let's configure security group. Let's do this as EC2 window VPC, and yeah, let's make these let's make it anywhere, and let's launch. Let's review and launch. So yes, it's now open to the world. Let's launch and see what we have. Let's create a key pair. Let's say EC2 win VPC KP. Let's download the key pair and let's copy these into our desktop for easy access. So let's launch instance. Now launching instance to the world. Yeah, so our instance is launched, and let's view instances. We need to wait for a while. Let's make sure that this is in security check status. Now it's still pending. So while we're waiting for this, so it's now in running state. We should be able to launch and connect to our virtual VPC virtual machine, more like a VPC, an EC2 window instance, trying to be launched from a public subnet presently within the VPC demo within the Canada Central 1A availability zone. So the security check is still initializing, and let's see how this will end up in a couple of minutes. And from there we can bring this video and class to a close, while we will now also be expanding the scope of this lab to more public subnet, as well as inclusions of private subnet, introduction of a NAT gateway, and so on and so forth, as some of what we'll be looking at in subsequent video. So we're still waiting for this to come up, and as soon as it comes up, we'll try our hand to see whether we can have a direct connections to our virtual machines using that has been launched within VPC virtual private cloud that has within the AWS infrastructure. Okay, yes, yeah, we are good enough, and so let's go. Let's see whether we can connect now. Let's select this and let me connect. So here we are connecting. Don't forget, we're connecting through RDP. This is window instance. Let's see. Yes, we have. Before we do that, let me get the password. Let's get the password. The password is browse the password. We said this should be our password, and decrease the password. So now that this has been decreased, so let me copy the password there, and now let me go see whether we can get to our VPC. So now let me paste the password there, and yeah, let's see, can we do that? Is there any problem with our system? And I think our window is launched. Oh boy, excellent. So we have been able to successfully set up and launch a window EC2 instance within the enabled VPC, as well as that has been created within the Canada Central 1A, both the region and the availability zone in this regard. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and in the next video we'll be expanding the concept of having multi subnet system within multi different availability zone. We'll also be exploring the concept of a NAT gateway and so many other concepts, including the security group system, including the network access control as a kind of the security architectures within the concept of the VPC. Join me in the next video. Thank you.